Hello everybody, this is a crypto update I haven't done for quite some time because there was not much going on, right? We were basically stuck here in this sideways range. Well, as you can see, something excitable went on yesterday. We had a big drop, right? Here on the daily chart in Bitcoin. And the drop, well, it's interesting, right? The drop went right to the big number, 30,000. Tested this number just slightly, right? Here just a little bit, and then we see we see it get rejected from that number, so it's support, right? Now, well, we need to get an idea what's going on, right? And we can only get that if we look to the higher time frame. So here we see it, so let's bring it up here. So here we see what is going on, right? So this is important support. It's not only the big number, but we are in this sideways range, right? And the 30,000 has been tested many times, right? So this range is between 30,000 and basically 60,000. So I mean that's a big range, right? It's a doubling from here to there. And what is this? Well, this is a turtle pattern system 2, right? And what we see, well, that's a complete pattern. I'm not so much concerned here that price went outside of the box. This is fine, especially for cryptos where you have to allow for a little bit more of discretion. So what we see now here, well, we are testing, well, we are at the bottom of the box, right, which is absolutely fine. This goes for a test bar activity. So what would be the entry? Well, the entry is a break of this level. That's the last dominant high. Well, this is just before the 50, so we'll see what happens now if we get a recovery. And let's just quickly check one time frame higher. Well, we're nicely testing the 21. That's a beautiful, very strong. That's a very strong trend, right? It's testing the 21, and this is what we're looking for. Well, it's not a promise that we're not leaving the box, right? We could go lower. This is one of those other target areas. I don't remember how we came to that. I think it was here testing the 21. Well, the 21 went higher. Well, now we could actually, if things drop outside of the box, I would rather see this become here. This is the target, right? The next logical level is the last important high back in 2017. And then the next is the 10,000. But this trend is so strong, right? It's smooth and strong. I think, well, typically what we see is that the 21 will hold. Well, we saw it here. It looked like it would drop off, right? And then it came back. Then it looked like that was a big bearish bar. It looked like, well, it would drop off, right? And detach from the 21. Well, that was just a test. So we see quite big tests, right? Looking at these occurrences before, well, we could actually see a similar sized bar, right? I'm not sure if we get such a big bar. That's a Corona spike bar, but we could easily get right into this area. Well, let's see. We might not, right? Because this is a turtle pattern, and turtle patterns typically, well, they don't need big test bars. Talking here in future terms. Well, for now we have seen the low, right? So now we've got a dead cat bounce. Well, now a trade idea could actually be to go in a lower time frame, maybe see, well, we can check that later, maybe see if there's a pattern setting up, and then basically the stop goes here, right? Because, well, let's have a quick look. What is the lowest low here? Well, it's lower, right? So the stop could go here, right? And that's still a relatively tight range. It goes from 29,000 to 34,000. That's a relatively tight range, especially if you think that, well, we could actually see that it bounces back to the 21 or to the 50. Well, we could remain in this range, right, for quite some time. Or this could be the low. We get a rebreak. There would be the entry into the S2 turtle, and then the potential would be fantastic, right? We should see a duplication of this momentum move if the S2 triggers an entry, and then we would just get here a second wave higher, going through the 100, well, towards the 250, 350, eventually the 500. So this is how it looks like. we'll already have a gain here of 5. So let's have a look at the lower time frames. Right, so these are the lower time frames, 60-minute and lower here in Bitcoin. So this is the dead cat bounce, right? So we already see, okay, something is going on. Well, it's a consolidation, right? I cannot identify anything. Well, here we see something, right? So this is actually an S1, right? 1 minute, 5 minute. Okay, so this is an S1, right? High risk S1. We are oval sideways. Oval sideways, we might get a spike of the 200 moving average, and we might get up here. So I don't want to sound overly bullish. It doesn't look good, right? Because we have dropped so much, but we have found support here. It's an important level. Which makes it a make or break, basically, right? So either we find support here, and then it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touch support. Either we find that and break out of the sideways, or the support doesn't hold, and then we should drop, basically, right? We could drop, like looking on this weekly chart, we could easily drop in this area. This might even develop into an overall S1, right? We can actually prolong that. So we might actually see here the market, the patterns tell the story, and the market tells us which story is being told, right? Which pattern comes up. This could be an S1, right? And we could actually see here a drop down and a recovery. Let's have a look. If this is an S1, well, that would work too, right? So this could be an S1, an overall S1, or it could be an S2. If it holds and rebreaks, it's an S2. If it breaks lower, well, this goes for an S1 as well. So let's see how things turn out.